Hello everybody, my name is TITO VIVEROS. I am a UNIT student and I'm from Buenaventura, the place I live. Well, this video is being recorded as a requirement for Advanced English 2, and the topic I'm going to talk to you about is cultural in Colombia. Let's start. In my speech, I'm going to cover 4 different aspects. Number 1 is going to be an introduction about culture. Number 2 is going to be some similarities around the national territory. Number 3 will be some differences from region to region, and I want to cover it. And the 4th one, but not the less important, is going to be some elements we need to consider in order to avoid cultural shocks. So well, here I am, let's start. Since Colombia and its inhabitants are indigenous, white people and Afro-Colombian people, Colombia is considered a pluriethnic and pluricultural territory. So all these communities are divided around the national territory. So all of those cultures sometimes differ, sometimes confident. They used to be different sometimes, they used to be similar sometimes. Okay, well, let's talk about similarities. When we talk about similarities, we find a more coincidence in people. Our people used to have the same behavior almost in all national territory. For example, we are honest people, outgoing, easygoing, happy, helpful. We like sports around the whole territory. We are hardworking. We like helping others. We like festival, feasts, carnival, celebrations and commemoration. We happy celebrating everything. That is the reason why we have so many holidays in all months. There are some months that have even 3 or 4 or 3 holidays in the same month, because we like to commemorate almost everything. That's part of our culture, that's Colombia. And well, we happy here. Okay, now let's talk about the differences. As any element around the world, we are living in the same country, but we have different differences in our cultural behaviors and customs. We prepare different dishes. It depends on the region. We are different in funerals, and we are also different in the way we dress. Regarding food, for example, in Valle, you can eat sancocho de gallina that have some components that make that dish really delicious. And in other place of the country, for example, Antioquia, they call ajiaco. The dish is kind of equal, but makes some difference in some components. But that's a nice dish too. Well, in Atlantic coast they have different dishes. The Amazon part of the Amazon region have a different kind of kitchen, but all of the national kitchen have delicious dishes. I like it. Well, now let's talk about funeral. Let me tell you something. The time is short in the video and I know about it, so I'm going to be short as I can. Well, in Buenaventura, for example, the people use the house for the funeral or for the mortuary, as a mortuary to the deceased. It means that the person stay with the deceased all day long till the next day, which is going to be the burial. In that time, they sometimes drink alcohol and play dominoes. That's not very common, because if you compare the same behavior as in Medellin, Bogota, or other parts of our country, you see that people use funeral home or mortuary to pray for the deceased. So they just drink coffee in order to have more time in the meeting, or they just drink tea, but they don't play domino or any other things like that. And they pray also. That's a common issue. Well, and the other part of makes a difference is the way we dress. For example, black people in Buenaventura used to make a combination between the t-shirt or the shirt and the tennis shoe, the sneaker or the shoes they are wearing. So this combination is like a religious. It's all the time, especially in teens. Adults used to be elegant. They used to wear some hat sometimes or cap. Okay. Well, if you compare this behavior with the other cities in the city, you notice that people in Cali, Medellin, Bogota, Atlantic Coast, and some other parts, they are not. They used to look different. They are to be this complicated for dressing, especially in Bogota. They are not complicated. They don't use too much combination when they dress up. Okay. And the last part is going to be some key elements that we need to consider to keep or to avoid cultural shocks. Well, one is be tolerant, and the second one is going to be respectful. Being tolerant because, for example, in this part of the city, people used to dance and drink all weekend long. So when we move to a different country, that kind of behavior is not allowed there. You know, that kind of behavior is uncomfortable. Okay, sometimes people reject this kind of behavior because you're celebrating while other is doing another different activity that have nothing to do with your celebration. You know, so sometimes you play music aloud and your neighbor want to watch TV with their family, what is appropriate, and because of your volume is up, your neighbor can see or can hear TV comfortably. Well, to be respectful is also important because we need to respect others' difference, and that has been the reason why so many murders, so many fights, and some people argued about this situation, what is looking to respect their rights. Well, that's all for today. Remember, my name is Tito. I'm from Buenaventura. I'm a UNIT student. Goodbye.